time it's been the first 7 minutes for Florida Atlantic. Now here's Stapleton with the theft on Johnson, going up with the right hand. Welcome back, Mr. Stapleton. Adger, step back. Count the bucket. Anthony Adger, the senior, says, jump on my back, guys. We're getting back in this game. Scurry might have got away with a walk. Now Sims back to Scurry, baseline, puts up the jumper and pure.
Beautiful, beautiful offensive basketball. Work the shot around, work the ball around, get you a shot that you know you can hit. Wide open Scurry from about 10 feet out on the baseline. Beautiful job offensively. And now Middle Tennessee's back into the zone for the last possession of the first half.
10 seconds left in the first half. Middle up by 7.
Adger pointing to the shot clock.
Adger for 3, got it! Green with the heave from half court. He nailed it! Antonio Green right back at you, Mr. Adger. So Middle Tennessee with a 32-25 lead heading into halftime. Alex, you mentioned it at the top of our broadcast. Middle Tennessee has struggled so mightily in the second half, trying to find guys to close out games, also protecting possessions. They have 19 turnovers, and there's still 13 minutes to play in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad if you're a Middle Tennessee fan, because you can almost see it start to come when teams start to feel that sense of panic once they press, put some pressure on the defense, or on Middle Tennessee's offense. And here it goes again. Let's see if they can do a better job out of the timeout.
Middle being outscored in the second half, 11-1. And almost another turnover.
Well, and part of that was started by Hawthorne, a guy who you really don't want handling the ball under pressure in the backcourt. He gets it 1 foot behind the line.
3 on the shot clock. And Antonio Green bails his team out, and you could hear the crowd yelling 5 seconds on the shot clock. The entire Middle Tennessee bench was yelling 5 seconds on the shot clock. 0 clock awareness for the Blue Raiders tonight. Pass knocked out of bounds. Seen a lot of big guys passing into the post and not using bounce passes. You figure you're a post guy, you know you want a bounce pass in the post, yet we haven't seen a single one tonight.
They probably got the height advantage and think, I can just toss it over. But when you're being guarded by a post player, not so easy.
Forrest on the baseline, and he's fouled. With 2 on the shot clock.
Coach is going to call out a bailout foul. Not a good foul. Not only was it late in the shot clock, 2 seconds on the shot clock at the time of the shot, but watch this. There's nowhere for him to go. He's falling out of bounds, off balance, almost behind the backboard. And there wasn't a big push there, but enough to draw the foul. And that's just something you've got to be smarter than that if you're a defender.
Foul is on Jace Johnson. That is his 3rd. As Forrest, the 68% free throw shooter, rims out the first of 2 attempts, as Johnson, the freshman from Middle, will head to the pine. Forrest misses both. 36-35. FAU up 1. And it's not like Florida Atlantic has been playing outstanding. They're just 2 of their last 11 offensively. It's just they've been forcing so many turnovers. As you mentioned earlier, they've just had so many more shots. Currently 20 more field goal attempts for the Owls. Sims pulls up over the much taller Schillinch. And the 6'1" Donovan Sims gets it to go.
His first bucket of the game, he was 0 of 5 before that. And now 1 of 6. I'm sure he's glad to see one go through the rim.
Now Middle with a 1-point lead. Back door. Looking for Lepichev. He comes down with it.
Schillinch camping in the lane. That's a couple times that a big man for the Owls has been called for. He tried to argue, but that was an easy call.
And with 12 minutes remaining in the second half, back and forth we go. Middle Tennessee back out in front. They lead 37-36. We've got a good one going on here in the Borough. Don't go anywhere. You're watching College Hoops right here on ESPN+. Florida Atlantic has been without Jalen Ingram for the past couple of weeks, and you see there the toll it has taken on this Owl offense. A 14-point difference in their scoring ability the last few weeks without Ingram.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a guy like Ingram go out, there is no just replacing him. You know, you don't have a guy on this team that you can just say, okay, go do exactly what he did. But you've got to find ways to try to emulate what he does well. Neither of these teams really passing the ball extremely well. You talked about the turnovers, just 8 assists between both teams combined in this ballgame. 10 seconds.
Yep, it's going to be a 10-second violation. Hawthorne probably got away with a travel as well.
Well, Jake, I don't understand it. First off, he continues to pick up his dribble when it's not necessary. But at a certain point, it's not on him. At a certain point, Jake, you've got to get the ball out of his hands and stop passing the ball back to him in a place where he's not comfortable to do it.
Right, they've got three guards on the floor.
Yeah, they've got capable guys out there.
You never see Antonio Green bring the ball, ever. He's always at the other end of the floor.
But he can do it because he does it on fast breaks. He does it when he gets offensive rebounds.
Stapleton from deep, yes, sir!
Nice shot from Stapleton. Welcome back, Xavier. Had a nice dunk in the first half. Gets on the board there. The nice triple.
Sims beats the press himself. The lob to Scurry, and he finishes. And the Murphy Center comes alive with the alley-oop, and we're tied at 39.
Much better. Breaking the press that time, but what they do, they got it out of Hawthorne's hands and into the hands of a guard who's much more comfortable driving on the court, and he uses aggression to find a teammate.
Stapleton again, he's going to pull it this time even deeper. This one is short, and Farquhar comes down with a rebound. So Stapleton trying to find his legs a little bit. Certainly found him in the first half when he dunked on Jace Johnson in transition. Farquhar, Sims, Hawthorne, Scurry, Green, the 5 on the floor, 4 middle. Scurry drives and slams it home! Reggie Scurry can get up.
Tomahawk that one, Jake. Cocked that right arm back. And heaven help the man who tries to get in his way when he's got his eyes set on a throwdown.
2-point lead for middle. 5 on the shot clock. Maitre's got to pull it. He does. And he rims out the 3. Hawthorne with a big rebound.
Nice, strong rebound.
Sims, corner 3. Got it.
You can feel the momentum as Middle Tennessee is starting to feel a little bit of a rhythm. They're starting to play with a little confidence offensively. And FAU needs a timeout.
Middle has knocked down 5 straight shots. They are on a 7-0 run over the last minute and a half. They now have a 5-point lead, and Alex Donovan Sims, the sophomore, knocking down shots, beating the press by himself, and finding the open man to get some buckets. Both of these teams really, both so young.
Yep.
Have a lot of potential going forward. Going right back to Shelich, and he gives the Owls a 1-point lead. The big fella eaten here in the second half. Hawthorne knocks down the second, and we are knotted up at 47 with under 3:30 to go.
Couldn't ask for much more than this. Tie ball game. Both teams have struggled of late. Both Florida Atlantic in this matchup and Middle Tennessee on their 10-game skid. Both of these teams got an opportunity to change that right here.
Shelich recycled. James Hawthorne getting up. Three minutes to go. Johnson driving, scoops with the right hand, can't get it. Off the backboard and rebounded by Lepichev.
It's a big, big rebound right there. Nice one by Lepichev.
3 ball is good from Adger. And now the Owls with a 3-point lead. And the response from Antonio Green. We saw it to end the first half. We're seeing it again here to end the second half. Adger and Green trading bucket for bucket. Green now with 18 points. He's knocked down 4 3-pointers, and Adger has now tied a career high, a mark that he set last Saturday in that overtime win against Illinois. Woo! 50-50, 2:33 here to go in the second.
Gonna catch your breath over there, Jake.
Yeah, good thing I got some lozenges over here, cough drops, whatever you want to call them, as long as you're not stealing them.
I haven't stolen any, not today, yet. There's still 2:33 to go, though.
Say, might need it for the final 2.5 here in Murfreesboro. FAU has knocked down 4 of their last 5 shots. Middle Tennessee, meanwhile, 1 of their last 9.
Right now, the Owls, the lineup they have out there right now, they have 3 of their 5 players are taller than anyone that Middle Tennessee has on the floor. Offensively, I would try to take advantage of that. Let's see if they can.
And notice Xavier Stapleton is back on the floor for the Owls. Matrix drives, goes up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Lepichev with a rebound, puts it up with the left.
There's that height, making an impact.
And Lepichev's first 2 points of the ball game are critical.
Yeah, he's had a couple of nice possessions here. A couple possessions ago defensively, he had a huge impactful rebound. Now he comes out and gets a shot made.
And another turnover as Schillich comes away with a deflection. Florida Atlantic under 2 minutes to go. They lead by 2.
Ball pressure, key right here for Donovan Sims. Can't let him get comfortable and get their offense going early.
Owls trying to avoid their 5th loss in the last 8 games as we have a whistle. This one's going to go against Junior Farquhar. That's going to be his 3rd.
Farquhar trying to guard Stapleton. Even that right there is a 5-inch mismatch, and they were trying to get Stapleton down there near the block, and they got it to him, and Farquhar kind of just had to say, help guys, I've got a foul to try to stay in this one.
They go up top to Stapleton over the smaller Farquhar, and he delivers.
Too big of a height difference, guys. You've got to try to do something, maybe double, maybe get a switch, but that's just a huge disadvantage right there for Middle Tennessee.
FAU now out to a 4-point lead. Hawthorne's jumper, too strong off the back iron, and he hesitated. So that's a shot he's got to knock down.
Yeah, he absolutely does. You could tell it was off as soon as it left his hand, though, and wisely, Stapleton looking at his point guard, holding up his hand and say, guys, let's milk a little clock right here.
Maitre tries to split the defense. Got to get out of the lane. And Dusty May is going to call a timeout with 11 seconds on the shot clock and 61 seconds left in this ball game. Obviously, Alex, Middle Tennessee has to score here. They've got to get a stop first, and they've got to stop an FAU offense that's knocked down 6 of their last 8.
Yeah, all the struggles. What do we talk about at halftime? Just keep getting good quality shots, high percentage shots inside, and eventually they're going to fall. And finally, there was a stretch here in the second half where I thought Florida Atlantic, we talked about, I thought they were settling. And all of a sudden, when it's money time, when it comes down to it and you really got to have a couple baskets, what have they done, Jake? They've gotten the mismatches they wanted. They've got the ball inside, and they're taking advantage of that height that they've had really all game long.
Xavier Stapleton has been on the floor the last couple of minutes for the Owls. He's just 3 of 10 from the floor from this game. Are you surprised to see him in crunch time with a minute left?
No, I'm really not. You know, I would have been surprised if he was able, his stamina-wise, confidence-wise, to come out here and play up and down all game. However, you saw he was only in there for spurts throughout this game, so he's fresh. And I think a guy of his ilk, of his command of this offense, when he gets in there, you know that he's a veteran guy. He can make plays when it counts. So because he's so fresh, even though he's coming off an injury, you kept him fresh throughout the ball game so that when you need him in crunch time, he's available, he's ready. And look at him. He's bobbing his head out there. He's confident. And that's why you got to have him out there. He's confident.
1:01 to go. 11 seconds on the shot clock. FAU with a 4-point lead. 54-50, trying to pick up their first Conference USA win and the first win in conference for first-year coach Dusty May, as Farquhar is going to be rung up for his 4th foul.
And that's a bad foul in 2 situations. One, because you know, they're still matching up with Farquhar right there when it's an obvious mismatch. And the other thing is, look at the shot clock now. You send the guy to the free throw line, And even if he wasn't shooting free throws, the shot clock would have gone back up. But to the free throw line, Stapleton goes with a chance to make it. Well, it's already a 3-possession game, but that's a foul you didn't need to make. With 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Hasn't shot a free throw since before Thanksgiving, and the first one is pure. Second one is short, tipped, and he's got his own rebound. So Xavion Stapleton in his first game back in limited minutes, just 8 minutes, has shown up big in crunch time for the Owls and Dusty May.